Hey, did you know that there is a local body election this year, and it is really, really important that you go out there and you vote for your local body candidates? Not just because the people that run your local authority are actually doing more to touch points that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, but because this year there are some major conspiracy nut jobs that are going to be running and asking for your vote and hiding the fact that they're major conspiracy nut jobs. And we know this because some are already coming out of the woodwork, like Donna Pukeri Phillips, who's going to be running in the Hamilton's Māori electorate for this year's local body election. Now, this is an interesting one because we don't know how that's going to turn out. It's the first time this particular electorate has been in place. It's a new voting system there as well, so who knows what the outcome is going to be or what it's going to take to get elected. But she is full-on rabbit hole conspiracy theory dangerous. She's pushed claims like government tech monitoring of students is there to make sure that they take the vaccine, that hospitals don't understand how vaccines and medicine and masks work, that children were dying in the streets of Takapuna and Northcote when the vaccine rollout first started. And let me show you something that she's posted on Telegram. Yeah, that's right. She was also one of those people that was calling for violence and beheading against the Prime Minister. But on paper, she actually looks like a reasonable candidate. She's got a law degree, she's worked as a lawyer, she's worked in her community, she's stood up and she's fought for some really important things that are both part of her community and part of Kirikiriroa as a whole. She's been a lecturer, she's a grandmother. On paper, she comes across as a reasonable candidate. And that's where things get dangerous. People don't do the research into their candidates, and candidates like her are basically sitting there going, but we're wonderful, don't look into that other stuff, but we're wonderful. We know that this is the game plan because it was how they got Siggy Henry elected into Hamilton City Council in 2016. Downplayed the fact that she full-on claimed for 25 years that vaccines cause autism, as well as all of her other crazy conspiracy anti-science theories, played up her green credentials and how much she liked the environment and how well she ran a business. People didn't do the research, she got elected, and then at the next election, people were so dissatisfied with her that voter turnout actually increased in Kirikiriroa. This is a little bit different though. You're going to find a whole bunch of people like this, so it's really important that you do your research. And it's really important that these people don't end up being decision makers because they're showing already a lack of cognitive reasoning, a lack of critical thinking, and an inability to work with others who they might disagree with politically. And those are not qualities that you want to have on any elected board whatsoever, particularly the one where you have the most common touch points with on a day-to-day basis.